I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, West Side specifically. But West Baltimore was kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Like my mom was a school teacher. I ended up going to a private school called Boys Latin, so I kind of had this crazy perspective of, you know what I mean, like upper crust, you know what I mean, in the daytime during school hours, and you come home to the craziness. And so I've kind of always been like balancing, I'd say, like a lot of different worlds. And so I think like, you're gonna hate me. Yep. No, it's all good. Yo, I'm at the wall. I'm gonna wrap up in about an hour though. You wanna come your way? Yeah, 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock. You know, like you'll see the word hustle in a lot of our stuff. And like that's not, you know, the way clothing brands put it. It's not just a word for word's sake. You know, I think if you actually look into work and you look at some of the typography, like that's what we're thinking. You know what I mean? Hustle, work, you know, hard, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know, man. My background's crazy. Like I've been broke maybe 3/4 of my life. You know what I mean? And I remember all the weird stuff. You know what I mean? So it's not really about like not trying to be broke. I think I'm just more appreciative, and I think we're very appreciative that we even get to do this for a living now. As far as like what that means to know Kings, I think it is, in a weird way, like the work is about the hustle itself.
Art, it's always just been a big part of my life. I've been drawing since I was like 3 years old. I'm 30 now, so. And it's like one of those things where like I didn't really just think about doing it, it just kind of came to me. It was more like a kind of escape from the world, you know? You know how like people like to write diaries and shit? Just to kind of like have someone to talk to. I just had, you know, a sketchbook and kind of my imagination will keep me sane. So like my art was just like it was never like, I guess, practice for commercial type stuff. It was really more for myself. But as people saw my work, they really like it, so I kind of just kept at it. I would never thought I would be painting too, man. It's crazy, because I really love the ballpoint pen and shit. The first time I painted was for this restaurant, and I was really nervous for that because I never really did anything huge. Everything was just pen and paper, strictly. But after that mural, I want to do more, so I'm really glad that I'm doing this right now. Man.
Padova is a small town in the northeast of Italy, very close to Venice, about 20 kilometers from Venice. I'm born and I grew up there, and I started graffiti there in '92. It's a small city, but the starting very early from the graffiti movement. Especially painting on train. Yeah, that's my roots is there, and actually not now, but for me it's really important because I learn a lot of stuff about writing, about how to live in the world. No, I'm electrical, I'm technical, I studied in the school. When I talk with a couple of friends, just driving a car, going to Milan, and they say me, life is so fast, we have not so much time. And they start thinking about this, and they say, yeah, it's fucking true. I work many years for a company or other stuff, and my time is not really mine, and I lost a lot of time. Making graffiti, yeah, make conscious that I want to do when I grow up, and but it's not from the beginning. The beginning is just having fun, and during past the day, now I know that's my whole life, and I push a lot.
I had a great car. I was living in a great house with my sister. I had money in the bank, and you know, working 5 days a week, like from 8 to 5, and then I was very tired at the end. So I wasn't feeling happy because I didn't have time to draw. And yeah, I left everything and went back to Puerto Rico with my mom, just to do what I love. I didn't have money, I didn't have anything, so I needed to do and do. That's what I did. I left everything, so to do what I love, you know. Are you filming right now? So a couple of friends invite me to this exhibition. I'm like, yeah, definitely. I've been working a lot, so I have a lot of things in my room. And I grabbed this drawing that I really liked, and I didn't have money to go there, so I asked my mom if I can borrow $20 to go with my friend, and she didn't have too much money, so I asked my neighbor that I help. She's an old woman that I help with the things that she needs, and she lent me the $20. I sold the drawing, you know, and when I came back, I just gave the money to my mom because there were some things that we needed in the house. And she got really proud about it because she thought that I was just in my room drawing, like, that I need a real job, and people in my town thinks that I'm not going anywhere with art. But I believe, because people are always encouraging me to do things, and they like my work. So I'm going to keep on doing it because it's the thing that I love the most.
Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm from Eindhoven. It's a city in the south of the Netherlands. And my dad used to work for Philips. It's a technology company. So we had all the technology stuff in our house, you know, like television and a tape recorder and stuff like that. And also like a computer for video games. So it really inspired me at a young age, you know, seeing all these graphics and it's like limited stuff and colors and like the 8-bit, yeah, old technology really inspired me. think it's kind of in my roots. I still like to keep it quite simple in my art. Yeah, I think it's a bit Dutch in a way, you know, working with graphic tools, like basic Bauhaus kind of shapes, you know, like circles, squares, triangles. Let's do a circle. Super simple. Easy to take when you're traveling. So yeah, I started by doing graffiti, just letters. I think my work still has a relationship with that, you know, like working with 3D and working with black outlines. But it kind of, yeah, evolved, you know. I think it's really cool to be here in the States. Like, not until now I noticed that it's really in my DNA so much, but it's really common for us to have American culture. But being here and hearing all the rap music and seeing all the stuffs, the references I grew up with, is really nice. It gets me goosebumps even sometimes. I think I saw like a spot where they skated, which is from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. And I really spent a lot of time doing that game, so it's really super nice to see.
I was born in Switzerland, Geneva, one of the smallest countries in the world. I'm now based in Berlin for 6 years almost. I never really got into art actually. I always drew. I get easily bored, I think. So that was my way of escaping in a way. An expression. I think I was like more than drawing. I think I'm creative in a more wider sense of the term. I like the idea that one of my drawing can make someone's day somewhere. You know, just make them like giggle. I think that it feels really satisfying for me, this idea. It's really satisfying with the line because you can use your finger to make the straight lines. I feel like a human ruler. My work is a lot inspired by the technologies, kind of ironically, because I used to not use technology at all almost. Companies sell it to us like the key of happiness, and it's much easier, it's faster and everything, but quite often we get trapped in it. And I try to convey the idea of you know, all this image is totally distorted. There's a lot of digital problem that I try to convey in it. I do a lot of connections like this in my work. Confusion. I think we're confused. Confused generation.
I think a lot of us share the same thing. It's like one of our earliest memories is just like drawing. So I mean, yeah, as a kid, that's the only thing I did, and it's funny because it was one of the only things that I consistently did throughout all my life was just draw. I didn't really know necessarily what I'd do with it. I just knew I wanted to, you know. terms of like things that I kind of really wanted to do, I didn't really see that necessarily in my environment. We didn't really have murals or street art in that way. So I kind of had to get my own inspiration from anything else. If it was the internet, it was magazines, like, you know, just kind of living in my own head at the same time. At the end of 2014, I had gone to Mexico. I had gone to Cancun for like a conference and like art exhibition. Kind of talk about my work and like present, you know, what I was doing. After that point, I realized like the power of what I could do, and like I even felt more confident in what I was doing and started to kind of like really push and develop my style, because I think that that's like, not to say that style is like necessarily super important, but I feel like having your own signature to the point where people can recognize it, that's hard to grasp. I think I'm still growing, but I feel like, I would say like ever since 2014, I started to feel like a real artist, for the most part at least. You know?
That identity kind of.
Yeah, that identity kind of really coming across. When I really like started to like look at what I was doing and the growth, I think that's when I kind of had that aha moment of like, oh, okay, I think I'm really doing this. I'm literally doing nothing.
I joined the Navy like 2 weeks out of high school with my best friend from high school. We used to get stoned and watch Top Gun too often, so thought we were going to be like Maverick and Goose. But it didn't really turn out to be like that. They wanted to kick me out a couple times, and after the last time where it was really serious, I kind of took a whole different perspective to it, played the game and figured out how to make it work. But yeah, I wanted to get out. There was no intention to stay in for life. Shortly after that, I got into art and I went to school for graphic design. It's been a fun journey because, you know, without being a part of powwow and having this bigger picture of something greater than just myself to work towards, as kind of it's just helped strip away the ego from my work a lot of times. It gave me a chance to be able to learn so much, all these different techniques from all these different artists, and seeing how they communicate their voice and their style through their work really inspired me to figure out how to do the same with mine. And it's, you know, it goes back to the whole identity thing. You know, when I was in the military, I didn't identify as being in the military. It was always a struggle to figure out where I should fit in. But as soon as I started working with all the artists with powwow, it's amazing to like recognize that all of these guys are like my brothers and sisters that I've never met before, and being able to feel like, okay, this is where I belong, this is what I'm doing, this is my passion, this is something that I want to be able to do for the rest of my life.
OK。まずお父さんが、サラリーマンやってて、お父さん毎日仕事に行くのを見てて、朝5時半に起きてスーツ着て6時半ぐらいに家出て、 夜9時に帰ってきて、でそれを毎日やってたんですけど、こうお父さん自由がないんじゃないかなと思って、そのなんかあんまり今はリスペクトしてますけど、すごいお父さんに対してリスペクトあるし、家族のために働いてて。当時はこんな風になりたくねえなと思って、である日アメリカの映画のドキュメンタリー見たんですよ。でドキュメンタリー見て、そこでアメリカ人がスーツ着てないでめっちゃカジュアルな格好して、ペプシ飲みながら仕事したんですよ、笑いながら。アメリカ人のライフスタイルがお父さんの日本人のそのライフスタイルとも真逆というか、その会社というか、それを見て、もう俺絶対アメリカに行こうと思って。高校を卒業して、カリフォルニアの大学で、映画を勉強しようと持ってきたんですけど、すぐなんか英語勉強するの諦めて絵を描くようなアートスクールに行きたかったんですけど、ユニバーシティでニューヨークかサンフランシスコとか行きたかったんですけど、ちょっとあんまりお金なくて、お父さんとお母さんリタイアしたんで、あまりこう聞けなくて、お金のこととか。それでちょうどその頃陽介山本っていうアーティストが知ってます？その人、僕サンタバブラで一緒にいたんですよ。でその人が初めてショーやったのとか見に行ってて、その人は学校行ってないんですよ、全部セルフトレインで。でその人が成功していくのを見てて、じゃあ俺も自分でやろうと思って。でその人すごい影響大きいですね、陽介さんは。陽介さんとちゃんとなんか遊んだこととかもないんですけど、ただ見てて、なんかインスピレーションを受けて。それから DC に移って、それでDC では仕事が最初なくて、絵でご飯食べれるよみたいな、絵でプロになればいいじゃんとか、そういうこと日本で言われたこと一回もなかったので、すげえ嬉しかったし、今もラーメン作ってるんですけど、でこのタワーは、バケーションというか、お店を休んで今参加してるんですけど、できれば、お店には戻りたくないこれ絵を描いてたいです。僕はずっと楽しくてしょうがないです。もう本当に最高ですね。
犬飼まりです。日本の名古屋から来ました。1995年に娘のセナと2人で来たんですけど、今はロサンゼルスに住んでます。名古屋には2つアートを専攻できる高校があるんですけど、ハイスクールがあるんですけど、私はそのうちの一つの名古屋市工芸高等学校ということでデザインの勉強をしようと思って行ったんですけど、先生と折り合いがうまくいかなくて、学校を辞めなきゃいけなくなって、で高校1年生の時に1年だけ行って、その後辞めちゃったんですけど、でもアートで仕事がしたいとかそういうことじゃなくて、ずっと絵を描いていられたらいいなと思って、なんか変だな。両親が自分が10歳の時に離婚したのね。だから兄弟が3人なんだけど、私真ん中でやっぱり家族を支えないといけないから、その高校を辞めた時点からはちょっと家族 を支えるために仕事をしながら絵を描くみたいな、そんな感じで諦めたくなかったから、またその後高校は行ったんだけど、やっぱり誰かに大事なことをヒストリーとか教えてもらわないと自分のアートっていうものを作れないんじゃないかと思ったから、家族的な生活があんまり裕福じゃなかったんで、結局諦めないといけないような状態になって、でもそれでもやっぱりアートの大学に行きたかったんで、お金も貯めてたんで、それでよしって思って頃にセナができて、それでやっぱりそこではもうほとんど 100% 諦めないとダメかなと思って、学校行くのも。で自分の家族をちゃんと作ろうと思って、壊れた家族から出てきたんで、やっぱり家族っていうのはしっかりしてないとちゃんとしたものを作りたいなと思ってたんだけど、結局やっぱり失敗しちゃって、アメリカ来て、でその後は学校ずっとアートのスクールに3つ結局3個行ったんだけど、サンタモニカカレッジとプライベートのアートスクールとでカリフォルニアインスティテュート・オブ・ディ・アーツ。結構時間がかかっちゃったんで、でもアートはなんでアートできたかって、やっぱりセナができたっていうのが一番大きな理由だと思うのね、自分にとって。やっぱりそばにいてくれたからできたんだけど、もし一人だったらきっとギブアップしちゃってたんじゃないかなと思って。この絵はやっぱりセナも今年大学終わってでみんな大人になるから、なんか幸せな気分に自分もなるし、幸せな気分になんかしてあげられるかなみたいな、優しい絵が描けたらいいなと思って。
All right, we good?
Rolling.
Rolling.
You have to ask it. Oh, wait.
You want me to start? So tell me about the beginning for you.
Yeah, I'm not from Bristol, but I moved there to study. But it was kind of not the reason. The reason I kind of went there was because there's so many artists coming out of Bristol that I really was into at the time. And yeah, I moved there and I met my mate RPM, and we just kind of together we started exhibiting and going painting a lot, and yeah, we just kind of started from there really. I think the best thing about painting is you've got a pass to go anywhere. People will look after you, people will put you up, people will show you the best parts of the city. You don't go to tourist traps. You get, you get sort of a green card for any city, and that's the thing that everywhere has in common. But back in, when we started, it was, £50 if we were lucky, a sleeping bag, and a bag with some scraps of paint, and just trying to stay on someone's floor, and there was a lot of that, like a lot of that. Now it's nice, like this is lovely, like it's hard to come to your walk because you kind of want to hang out with everyone. It's so nice just chilling in the evening and getting some food, having some drinks, and everyone is so sort of supportive and helpful really, like helping each other out a lot just with ideas, or like I've got this, do you need this paint, or
You know, it's a real sort of community vibe. As painting becomes more sort of accepted, or you know, mural festivals in particular are becoming a real thing, and nice hotels, flights, you know, and travelling distances you wouldn't have dreamed of, you know. It's incredible now.
I started doing graffiti or street art. I started painting walls probably when my second year living in Korea. I heard you could teach English overseas, and Japan was super competitive, and China, you had a really mixed Yelp review sort of on like the situation and how you get treated. And then Korea was this little peninsula in the center that I didn't know much about, and so I had a really nervous interview on the phone, and I talked way too much about Admiral Yi Sun-shin, and they hired me anyway. And so I taught English for like the first year, and then I started working as an illustrator and teaching English in Seoul. And that's kind of when I fell into the graffiti crews. They take down like, you know, half a mile of apartments at a time in Seoul to replace them with like nicer buildings. And you could cut through there to get to the subway station. You know, I was just amazed by the shit going on. There was giant character murals up, and it was all, you know, it just vibed right. And so I went home and I searched the tag names, and I messaged them on, I think it was like Facebook or something, and they got back to me. I was like painting with them like the very next day. I had been trying to do gallery stuff for years, and it just felt so competitive and singular in a way. You're spending your day inside a studio all the time, not talking to anyone, getting super pale, and then you meet some people who like to go paint outside, and suddenly you have like a network of friends that is like international and thick. I never thought it would like become a career. The reason I got into doing murals or graffiti or whatever you want to call it was because it was like this, it was a social interaction. Like you don't see that when it gets documented, you just see like a cartoon on a wall or whatever, but it was fun, and all you wanted to do was impress your friends. Like, it's not like you were ever going to make money at it. You go out on the weekends, spend like all your extra money on spray cans and bucket paint, and it was all just to try to impress your friends and to have a good time with your friends when you went out there. What I like about powwow is it's like it succeeds in having that atmosphere and that vibe. It's like the latest thing I've done in murals in my career, but it feels like that first year. The community is very much intact, and it feels very true to the heart of like why I started doing this shit in the first place. part about this wall so far is there's like this construction worker whose job is just to hold the slow sign like 10 hours a day. And he just watches me the entire time, and every time I come out, he'll ask me like one question. Like, he's real respectful. And the last thing he finally asked me, he was like, "You said this mural was about regret?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he was like, "What made you regret something?" I was like, like a real bad breakup." And he was like, "It's going to be okay, man. You're going to get through this." And then he hugged me, like this 400-pound, 55-year-old man. Like just hugging some dude covered in pain. It was like uncomfortable but wonderful, and like made me love DC a lot.